Hey fellas, be honest. How often do you wake up, stare at the ceiling, and think, I'm exhausted, and I haven't even gotten out of bed yet? If you're in your 30s and feeling like your job is draining the soul out of you, you're not alone. And no, it's not just because you're bad at adulting. You might be dealing with career burnout, but here's the thing. Burnout isn't just being tired. It's being disconnected from what used to matter. And today, we're unpacking what career burnout really looks like in your 30s, why it hits hard during this phase of life, and most importantly, how to break out of it without torching your whole life in the process. So if you're feeling stuck, drained, or just plain over it, stick around. This one's for you. You're no longer the 20-something trying to prove yourself. You've probably got some experience under your belt, a few promotions maybe, and a LinkedIn profile that finally looks decent. But now, every email feels like a punch in the gut. Meetings make you feel like screaming into a pillow. And the phrase circling back sends you into a minor existential crisis. Sound familiar? Burnout isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's just a slow erosion of joy. It's subtle, but brutal. And in your 30s, it hits differently. Why? Because now you've got expectations from your boss, your partner, maybe even your kids. You're supposed to be established, but what if all that hard work just left you empty? So why this decade? Well, your 30s are what I like to call the pressure cooker years. You're likely juggling career growth or stagnation, possibly marriage or kids, mortgage or student debt, social expectations of success. It's like life turned the difficulty level up without telling you. And here's a curveball. Men are conditioned to grind it out. We're taught to push through, to be providers, to not complain. And that can make burnout extra sneaky. You don't want to look weak. You don't want to let people down. So instead, you suffer in silence, and burnout festers. But here's the good news. Recognizing it is the first step to taking your power back. You might be thinking, okay, but I'm just tired, right? Everyone's tired. Sure, but burnout goes deeper. Look out for signs like constant cynicism at work, everything feels pointless, emotional numbness, irritability for no reason, even small tasks feel overwhelming, lack of motivation even for things you used to enjoy, feeling detached from your accomplishments. It's like your brain is on low battery mode all the time, even when you're technically rested. And maybe the scariest part, you stop dreaming. That sense of ambition that used to drive you, gone. That's not laziness. That's burnout whispering. Why bother? Before we get into solutions, let's talk about what doesn't help. Escaping into distractions, binge watching, drinking, doom scrolling. These feel good short term, but leave you emptier long term. Jumping to quit your job immediately. Yes, sometimes leaving is right, but burnout will follow you if the root causes aren't addressed. Going into robot mode, forcing yourself to function like a machine, is a recipe for collapse. You're human, you need rest and meaning. So if you're doing any of these, no shame. We've all been there. But now it's time to shift gears. Let's talk solutions. Practical ones that don't require quitting your job or moving to the Himalayas. Number 1, audit your energy, not just your time. Look at your day and ask, what drains me? What gives me energy? It's not just about time management, it's energy management. 10 minutes of toxic Slack messages can undo a whole morning. Number 2, set micro boundaries. Start small. No checking emails after 7 p.m. Take your full lunch break. Radical, I know. Say no to meetings that don't need you. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're survival. Number 3, reconnect with purpose. Even if your job isn't your passion, find purpose in it. Who are you helping? What impact are you making? Or if your work feels truly misaligned, start building an exit plan. Side hustles, skill building, networking, it all counts. Number 4, talk to someone. Therapy isn't just for crisis mode. A coach, mentor, or even a friend you trust can be game-changing. You don't need to carry this alone. You were never meant to. Number 5, treat your body like a teammate. Burnout isn't just mental, it's physical. Sleep, move, eat decently, drink water. Boring? Maybe? Effective? Always. A strong body supports a strong mind. You can't pour from an empty tank, bro. Let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Mike, was working in tech, mid-30s, solid salary, good benefits. From the outside, he was crushing it. But inside, wrecked. He'd wake up with chest tightness. Sundays gave him anxiety. He started snapping at his wife for no reason. And worst of all, he felt nothing when he got a raise. No excitement, just numbness. After hitting his breaking point, Mike finally took a step back. He saw a therapist, reduced his hours, and eventually switched to a smaller company with better values alignment. Today, he's still working in tech, but he's alive again. He laughs more. He plays with his kids. He stopped living on autopilot. Burnout didn't mean he was broken. It just meant it was time for a course correction. So here's the truth, guys. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It means your body and mind are asking for change. It's not a failure, it's a message. Your 30s don't have to be about grinding until you crash. They can be about alignment, purpose, and building a life that actually feels good to live. Take the signs seriously. Don't wait for rock bottom. And if no one's told you lately, you're allowed to make changes, even big ones. If this resonated with you, don't just click away and forget it. Drop a comment and tell me what your biggest burnout trigger is right now. Let's start the conversation. And if you found value here, hit that like button. It helps more men like you find this content. Subscribe for more real talk on men's mental health, purpose, and thriving. Not just surviving. You're not alone. You're not stuck. You're just one honest step away from a better direction. Let's take that step together.